everybody! Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope we're all sound and enjoying RC life. In today's video I have actually decided just to show off some of my Hobao Hyper collection that I've got. A couple of them are shelf queens that I don't really use, so unfortunately I will not be running those. I won't be running anything in this video, I am just showing them off. I just thought, yeah, it's a bit, the weather's not great today. I was going to go out and do a bit of filming, but you know what, we're doing a bit of an indoor one. So yeah, I might be selling some of them soon as well. So I thought I'd better get them on the channel. Aren't I? We're going to start this video off with the Hyper ST12 Mini. They have brought out a newer version of this now, which is the Hyper TT, which is electric. This is Nitro. It's got a little Hyper 12 engine in there. Acceleration wise, with it being so small, it is awfully nippy, but it's not so fast top speed. I would only sort of expect about 30 miles an hour out of this top end, but it's just so much fun. You got these white kind of, I don't know, sort of rally spoke type wheels. The tyres kind of on and off road, so they're not the biggest sort of knobbles, but they've got some nice grip there. Arms and steering links, drive shafts and things are a little bit thin. Got a bit of a bumper. I quite like the body shell with this tiger design. If you can find one of these on eBay, you can actually get these quite cheap. You're looking at about £100, something like that. I think I paid about 120 for this one. It's quite tidy. A little wing on there. Nitros, unfortunately, I'm going to start narrowing them down a bit. The reason being, I'm going to be making some changes to the channel soon. And also, I'm actually, well, I'm at the doctors a lot. When I'm finding, I'm going to be straight here. I'm finding when I'm running these quite a lot that it is sort of causing me headaches, and I keep getting nose infections and things. And I'm backwards and forwards to the doctors, and I don't know, you know, we're going through a few tests and stuff at the moment. But the nitro fuel, it can be quite harmful to you, unfortunately. But I just love the sound of these things, and I think a lot of us do. But not only that, the future now is electric, of course. We're going that way, aren't we? Even in real cars and stuff. So I don't know, I'm gonna narrow down my collection, and yes, there will be some quite big changes coming to the channel soon, because I'm not really getting that many views, really. It's not doing that well, especially like at the moment. I don't know if people are just doing other things, or I don't know. But anyway, on that note, hit the like button, please. Thank you if you do. Thank you very much. Anyway, newcomers and existing subscribers, yeah, I hope you're really good and everything's all good at your end, because I'm all right, like, but you know, life's life, innit? But look at this, great, innit? Anybody who's been following my channel will know that I absolutely love an Hobao product, and you should too, because these things are absolutely great. They are such high quality. This is it under its body shell. You've got a little short exhaust there. There's your Hyper 12 engine. This one's got a pull start, wing mount, shock towers, metal shocks. The arms there, so they're not the chunkiest in the world, but they do the job. I did have a problem with the hinge pin kept popping out, but I've now sorted that. I have got a cracked bumper. You've got plastic diff housings on there. This thing isn't really a basher or anything like that though, is it? It's just something to have a little giggle with. And there you go. It's your battery and receiver box. It's just for anybody who's seen one on eBay and thinking about getting one. So your dog bone drive shafts, not the thickest, but there's a job. Had a CV doo ones. You got pillar balls in there. I don't know if they're CVs or what. God knows. Sway bars. But yeah, it's a cool little truggy, this. And your petrol tank, well, sorry, nitro tank is not the biggest in the world, but you get a good tune on it, and it'll last a little while before you have to top it up. But there you go, the Hobao ST Mini. Moving on, it would make sense to get the newer version up. So they're both alloy chassis, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that, did I? So this is the Hyper TT 2.0, and as you can see, very similar. It's pretty much the same thing, it's just a newer version. So again, you've got the white wheels, but you've got like a double spoke now, the same sort of tyres, but just a little bit more chunkier, a bit wider. Body shell is now totally different. They do these in blue and silver. this is great fun. It's more race focused, but I did bash it a little bit and it took it quite well at the skate park, to be fair. But I did break one of these little pillar ball-y kind of, I cracked one of them, this steering doody flopper things, which are, it actually says on the packet there, Jim Bob. Do you mean? Steering knuckles. You know what I mean? My memory's terrible these days. So I've got one of these to fit on, but it's the only thing I broke while I was at the skate park. Get that out of the way. Yeah. So why is it not spinning? Very, very similar little thing. It's extended though. This has got an extended chassis compared to the older one. Absolutely. I like the look of this. I do love the body shell on this. You can sort of see from the front end there. So to do a bigger version of this, the SSTE. I did have an electric one. I haven't anymore, unfortunately. I absolutely loved that truggy. It is very good, and that did bash well. I have got a Nitro one. I'm going to show you soon now. Well, here we are. Again, the arms and that on this one, they're not the chunkiest. It's full of grass. It could really do with a bath. We've got a Dean's connector in there. We've got a motor, which I'm not sure what KV it is. And ESC is, I can't actually remember. It does take 2 and 3S. It might be about an 80 amp ESC in there. We've got twin bracing on the top. Just going to move the camera. Let's get over the top of this one. I have had so much fun with this little truggy. There's your shock towers. Metal shocks with protection caps over the top on this model. The arms are a bit more beefed up, they're more solid than the older model. You've still got thin drive shafts in there though, of course, pillar balls, that's your bumper, still on plastic diff housings in there. So that's your twin bracing, and all the way down, which I think is a nice, cool little feature. 70-75, a lot of that going on there. You've got a centre diff. It's a very, very nice, high quality truggy. It just handles so well, jumps well. These steering links are a little bit on the thin side there. Like I said, I did skate park it for a giggle, and it wasn't too bad. Your battery tray, it'll take a fairly decent sized battery. You can remove this little block here to get a bigger one in there. It's a decent little thing. And the Bayos, to be honest, I struggle to break them. Yeah, I have actually just said that. I went out with a VS2 to the skate park the other day, and I was just sending it, and I bent it. But that's all I did. I've bent the front shock tower, and I've bent the chassis, which I'll show you soon. But it just took it so well. It's the only thing it's done. Some of my other trucks, I'm not going to mention no names, but I'm blowing out diffs like no tomorrow and having a lot of problems and snapping arms and stuff, and for the money you pay for them, it's just terrible. But there we go. Steering's nice, and it's a decent little truggy, this one. Well worth buying, people. We'll go on to this next just because it's down here, because I'm actually doing some work on this at the moment. I'm just sorting the engine out. I was going to put, where is it? Where has it gone? I had another engine. Here we go. Oh, dear me. I was going to put this Enduro Fast Tracks engine in there, but unfortunately the mounts that I've got, they won't fit on it. Here's a table starter, a bump starter box, this one. So I'm just going to put the original back in there, but I thought that would have looked rather nice sat in there, but anyway. Can't do it at the moment, might do in the future. We have the Hyper 4-wheel drive 10 short course. They have got a newer version of this out now in electrics, so some of these are the older ones. That's why they start. Nitro now is sort of, it's not dying, but there's a lot of people that just, they're not doing them. Body shell on this, like most short course trucks, is absolutely solid. I think short course sort of things like the Mojave, for example, they've got to be the toughest RCs you can get to do, on and off road, of course. And this one's in good condition for its age. You've got a slight crack there around the body post on the shell, but I mean, it's nothing. It needs a clean, so I do apologise about that, but what a thing. Beautiful, isn't it? I'll just show you underneath it. Here we go, there's underneath. So I'm noticing on a few of these, the shock towers aren't the thickest, but they are made of a good grade of aluminium. Again, metal shocks, a real chunky bumper on the front and the side bash bars with like a sort of shell protection buffer thingy, bumper thing, and the rear bumper there. Short course trucks are just so, you can play bumper cars with them, you know. It's so tough. There we go. It's your nitro tank. Engine in this is an 18 that I'm putting in. Hyper 18 in there is going back in. I just need a pull start for it. It did have a roto start on it. I have featured this on the channel before, so flick through my videos and you'll find it. Aluminium chassis, real big receiver and battery box on there. Never had the new version, but I imagine, well, it will be really, really, really good. But this thing has been super tough. There's your wheels and tyres, which I think are really, really nice on there. It's fully original. No, apart from that servo, got 40 kilogram in there now. It's a very, very nice car, this one. I do find that the cars are stronger than the trucks. I don't know if it's just me that I tend to bash the trucks more, or I don't know, but there we go. SC short course, Hobao. This one takes me back about 20 years. So, not this actual buggy. My friend has got my actual buggy though, but I walked into a model shop about 20 years ago and I bought one of these brand new, and that was the first ever decent Nitro that I ever purchased. So, when I started the channel, I just had to replicate it. So, I built this one. If you go down my videos, you will find this one running. It took some doing, but we've got the Hyper 7 TQ Sport. I've actually got a couple of these. I've got a black and orangey one and this one, but I just love the vibrant colours on these. They've been the green. Now, RCs, I love the bright pinks, the yellows, I mean the greens and stuff like that. I just think it's just how they should be. But yeah, this one, my God, it took me back when I had this running. So it's a race buggy, and this has got a lot chunkier arms and everything on this one. You cannot go wrong with one of these Hyper 7 buggies. They are so strong. They just absolutely love it. Again, you can do a little bit of bashing with these things. These are the original wheels and tyres, which are getting quite hard to get now. But, I mean, what can I say? Just look at it. Look at it. Let's have a look underneath the body shell again. There we go. So, got pretty much, well, it was brand new exhaust until I used it. It was meant to be a shelfer, but I thought, I got a comment actually saying when you're running that thing, so I was, oh, well, go on then. But, yeah, got carbon parts on it. Shock tower's a little bit thicker on this model. I just absolutely love this buggy. Hyper 21 in there. Decent little engine, that one, you know. The Mach 28s can be a bit tricky to tune, and the Mach 30 can be an absolute headache for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. But hey, you get there in the end. I find that the HPI engines are really good for tuning, you know. Is it Nitro Star ones? Tend to be fairly easy. You can pretty much put the needles wherever and just run. These do take a bit of doing, I'm finding, but they're quite a reliable engine once you get them going. I just love the green side wings, like I say, original wheels and tyres on there, nice chunky arms, metal shocks, plastic tops though. Love the bright wing. This buggy's just, woo! Just absolutely love this one. Nice, isn't it? Right, on to the next. Unicorn. So rare. Try and find one of these with that body shell on it. Very similar to the previous one I've just shown you. There is a couple of differences, which I'll show you in a moment. Honestly, it took me ages. I was looking for one of these for about 1.5 years. And I finally got me one. So again, I don't use it much, but there is a video out there where I did have it running. I don't think I'll ever be running this one again, but yeah, absolute unicorn, super rare. Got the original wing. I've actually got another one upstairs, but it's not original. Hasn't got the original shot. It's just not quite as nice as this one. But look at that. I don't know why. I just love the colour scheme again on this. The 7.5, honestly, if you can find one now in the UK, you know, I'll eat me socks. Not literally, I'm not doing a video of me eating me socks, by the way, please don't. So, I have got the original wheels for this, but I just put these ones on for now, because I feel like it complements this buggy. So nice with the red. Not much point in me taking the body shell off this, because it's so similar to this 7. But there is one thing that you need to sort of look out for when you're buying, if you're looking for 7.5, trying to find one, which is the front shock tower is horseshoe shaped rather than squared off there, and it should have on the front bracing 7.5 here. But this is such a super nice buggy, and it's really one that I just do not want to be using. It's in pretty much mint condition, this. And another thing, these boxes tend to be, see, battery box, receiver box tends to be black on these 7.5s as well, so look out for that. You've got big bore shocks on this one. So nice. Again, running a Hyper 21. Super delicious. The unicorn. Hyper 8 makes sense, doesn't it? Let's go up in the numbers. These are the original wheels that the 7.5 should have had on it. Like I say, I've got another set. This is all fully original. There is a brand new one of these, still boxed, I will tell you, on eBay at the moment with the same body shell. Never run this, ever. Why, we're coming off the stand. Never ever been run. We've got a blue top Mach 21 in there. It's a bit more their sort of racy kind of engines, or a battery engine. I'm not sure if it's something like that. This is it's a bump box starter. Not that that really matters, but got finish shocks on this one, but it's totally original wing, as you can see. I like the body shell on it again. I think it's I just love it. I just love that sort of brighter colours and that. I'm not too keen on just sort of like, let's use the little TT there, just in the silver. It's a bit plain Jane, isn't it? I think RC should be like all popping and funky designs and that, you know. But yeah, what a thing. Arms on this one and stuff. Let's just get this stand out of the way. We'll just put that there. They're a little bit chunkier, so it's slightly a bit more upgraded. Only in camera there, yes we are. To the 7 and the 7.5. It's just a bit more beefed up. It's in excellent condition, as you can see from the chassis underneath. Probably only been used once, a couple of times. There's really no damage. It's super nice. Just take the body shell off there just to show you underneath. Then we'll move on to the next one, will be the 8.5, and then we've got the 9, and then I'll show you the VS damage report. Looks like a bigger fuel tank on this one. So that's your Mach 21 engine there. Kind of like the air filter, just sort of sticks on the top, but what a thing. Really good condition again, did I say that? But yeah, it's just a slightly beefed up more version than the 7 and the 7.5. Might use it one day. I don't know. Doctor said I've got to look after my health, you know, and just be careful. So if I go out with them, maybe I can just sort of stand away from, get it started and stand away from them. I think if you're messing about trying to get them tuned in and you sort of stood over them and that, please be careful, because I'm not saying it is the Nitro. We're not definite on that, but you just got to be careful now, like, because I've had like a nose infection 3 times over the last year. Antibiotics are clearing it up and then it comes back, and I did have a real hoarse voice at one point, which was getting a bit scary, but finally and luckily and thank God it has cleared up. But yeah, what a super nice thing again. I just love a Bayo. Super dusty. It's been on the shelf for ages. A Hyper 8.5. So most of what I'm going to show today are the Nitro ones. I will show you the VS2 very soon. Probably at the end, you know, because it's just so funny how bent up it is. But anyway, it took it well. It actually still drives. Now, oh, hey, come back. This thing I got off eBay, somebody else has done this up. They've painted the body shell and everything. They've done quite a good job of it, to be fair. I actually like it in the black and the white. This, I think it's... yeah, I just think again, I think it complements it real nice. You've got the Hobao wheel nuts on there, but the wheels are loose. But again, just upgraded version again of the 7 and the 8. We'll be careful on these body shells on the nose piece here, because they do get a bit stuck. Underneath, this thing is looking absolutely great. Let's move the camera. Check that out. There's not a standard engine in there. Serio, I couldn't remember what it was then. It's the Serio MX STI. It's a Subaru! Scoobaroo! Carbon. It's real nice, this one. Metal bracing. Looks like an upgraded centre diff in there. It's got the same sort of arms as what the 8 has got. It's not big bore shocks though. We've got an original wing. So again, it is a bigger tank on this one. Upgraded exhaust. What's the exhaust on it? It is a Jam. I don't know half of these old things, you know. Jam. What is it? Jamin products. JP3. You know, I'm not familiar with that. I'll be honest. Look at that. So the shock towers on this are so much better. Massive upgrade. Just don't want to use this buggy at all. As you can see, it's just too nice. Just look how clean that chassis is. That's why I just don't ever want to use it. Right, on to the next. If you wonder all the noises in the background, I've just put the kettle on. So this is slightly more race focused again, a bit more aggressive, a narrower chassis. The engine sits on an angle to get sort of like centre of gravity kind of thing going on. This is the Hyper 9. I've got these like rally type wheels on with on-road tyres and these real nice hex nuts. Actually a friend of mine give me them. I think they're off AliExpress, but thank you very muchly for those, Macca. It's very kind of you, mate. And I think they look absolutely awesome on this buggy. I've had a couple of these before. In the end, out of the two, I ended up making a good one. We are running a Hyper 21 again in this. Check my videos out. If you scroll down, you will find this one running. I've got 2 body shells. So this is one that I painted myself quite a while ago, if they come off. It's just a bit more sort of race focused, slimline. This one. Slightly longer chassis, I think, than the others. Now, this is the body shell that let's just get this out of the way. We'll have to sit there a moment. This is the first ever body shell that I, we'll be even camera. This is the first ever body shell that I ever painted. Just for a laugh. And then I just did the pale white, which I really think looks very nice. Put that back on the stand. I think that one just looks that bit better, don't you, when it's on properly. Yeah, I do like the white with all the other white parts. Get out the way. Here's me saying I don't like them like when they're plain, but I think on this it just looks decent. Let's get the camera off and have a look from above. So each one you're sort of levelling up. This hasn't got shock towers like that 8.5 though, but they're still nice. With the big bore shocks, got some metal going on in there. Fairly decent sized tank. Most of these come with this, well, they all come with the same exhaust as standard, this Hyper exhaust. If you see the engine there, look, it sits at an angle, and so does the short course truck, by the way, that does as well. And it's to get everything down the centre, right down the pipe. I could do with some rubber sticky sort of pads or something on the stand there, couldn't I? It's a very nice bit of kit. Plastic bracing on this one though. Got a little bit of carbon going on in there. Beautiful buggy. But it's just a bit different to the other ones. It's just that different shape. It's more gone for sort of like a slimmer, longer. Real good for jumping. Proper thing. Nice, isn't it? I love it. So it has had some use, this one, a few scrapes. I like the 8.5, you've got the etched logo on there. Is it etched? I think it is. It's not in bad condition though. There you go, on to the next. We'll do these two together because we have the VS Electric, which is very dusty from the pump track the other day, and the VS Nitro. VS Nitro is in mint condition. Look at that, we've got a ZR21 LRP in there, brand new, not even running that engine. Again, it's just been sat on the shelf and it's all dusty. So this one you can still buy. It's got the shock popped off, and so the shocks do pop off these. So all you do is, in the end there, you have got threads. Put your shock on, a little washer, put a screw in there, and it stops that happening. I just haven't done it on this one yet. Quite thin shock towers, but There we go. This is 4S buggy. Oh, I've bent the rear one as well. It has had some use, as you can see. What amp are we on here? 100 amp ESC. It's 4S buggy. Decent sized battery tray. Tyres are getting a bit thin now, but they didn't have much tread in the first place. There was on road. And then you've got the Nitro version. Just going to get these out of the way, these two. Still a lot of these about. Yeah, I'll have to get this one running. And what exhaust we got there? GRP Sarah, is that? Can't see Efra. Can't see, my eyes are terrible. You're not even been run ever. Awesome buggy. Handle really well, and all these Hobao products are really good. They do everything you want them to out the box. So they're the VS's. Turning into a bit of a mission, this. There we go. Hobao Hyper Caged. I've had so much fun with this one. We are running a 19 tooth pinion on here now, and it flies on 25% nitro fuel. Again, there is videos of this on my channel. I put a roto start on this, and I kept catching it on the cage here, and I had to put a bit of tape on it just to stop that happening. These cages, apparently now, the actual cage is very rare. It's getting quite hard to get, so just be wary of that. You can get like spare parts, but you used to be able to buy the full cage, and you just can't anymore. The camber was well off. I need to just adjust that. It's one of the tyres on the inside. Now I've got it cambering the other way, which is going to wear the outsides. But anyway, it'll even them out. You can still buy these. They're a truggy version as well. But what I think, honestly, these are absolutely fantastic. The arms and stuff on these, again, they're more like, how can we say, like a skeleton sort of more design. They've got like such strengthening bars in there, real chunky. Same as the VS, real chunky kind of bottom arms and big bore shocks. The cage protects it all. These would be really good on the beach. I think they're more focused at a beach sort of buggy. But honestly, cage, you cannot go wrong with an Hobao cage. But yeah, check out the video. You'll find it. And yeah, what a beast. Right, we're going to move on to, there's a few more left, and then I can finalise this video and get me a coffee. I love these sort of side impacted kind of bars in there as well. Decent size receiver and battery box, not too bad. Fuel tank on there is not a bad size. All the air filters on these come, you know, big chunky things. Mach 28 in there, 6-port engine in this one. Exhaust, well, they nearly all come with that. I'm pretty sure that all the Hypers come with these exhausts. I'm sure they do. But what a thing. Hyper cage. This is my second one of these. I did have the black cage as well before. But yes, great fun. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So cool. TQ Sport 2, as you can see. Brand new. This one needs running in. Did show it in a previous video, and I did say I was going to get it running in. This will be the next video I do, I think. Let's get this out of the way. I'm blessed because I've got a couple of body shells for this. So I've got a brand new one still in the wrapper, and I had one lying around from an old buggy. And so I can use that. I can bash that one up a little bit and then keep that one brand new. We've got a Mach 28 in there, 6-port. I've changed the wheels, these spokey kind of ones. So pretty much the same as the TQ Sport 1, but just a newer version. There's a few sort of chunkier bits on this, but not really much different. Set the shelf underneath. You can see totally brand new. I prefer these, I've changed the exhaust, so I prefer these exhausts with the springs where it holds it together rather than the rubbers. If you're running power, you will find that the rubbers will just keep blowing off all the time, you know, like the sleeves. So always, if you're going to run more power, I'm going to put 19 tooth on this as well, and always get the spring types like that, and then it'll stop that happening, and make sure that exhaust is well mounted. But yeah, we'll definitely be getting this one running and having some use of this at some point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my rear buggies, definitely, but I will be selling on some of them. Oh dear me. Because like I say, electric is the future, and you know, and also I've got an idea for the channel now. We're going to be changing things. Like I said, I don't want to mention that now, but it will be happening. and hopefully it just improves things. Because to be quite honest, there's that many RC channels around. I'm competing with them, and not only that, I mean, there's too much of it, and I think maybe YouTube just thinks to itself, well, what, another RC channel? I think they're looking for fresh ideas, so we're going to give it a fresh idea very soon. Coming soon at Buzz Buggies. Again, totally brand new. Dusty as anything. Not even put the wing or anything on it. You get these little pull starter things. I forget what I call these again now, but these are quite handy. These don't hurt your fingers as much when you're pulling them off. Well, the ST Hyper Hobao. So this is Nitro, this one. I have had the SSTE and it was absolutely fantastic. So this Nitro version, again, will be absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's a truggy. I can't wait to get this one running. I've had it for a while now, but it's just so massive and so just adorable. It's going to be great fun, this. I guess back in the day, these sort of competed a bit with the HPI Savages and that, you know, that sort of thing. Will be quite old now. I mean, this is just totally new. I've had it about a year and a half, but the design will be quite old of these. Now it's got a 7.5 battery case thing on this one. What a thing! What a thing! We've got two more to show after this. Did I say that? So it's Mach 28 6-port again in there. But yeah, they do this like pulley design thing, so you can grab it with that green thing. And but this one about the sleeve, this sleeve here, try and replace that for the spring type exhaust if you're trying to run more power. Great, decent sized fuel tank on there. Keep saying that though. Let's get that out of the way. And the body shell is absolutely just, look at that. Colours are just amazing. You really need to see that in person, to be fair. All these purples and blues. I can't wait to use this one. Right, we've got two more. The next two are probably the best thing that Hobao make. The best things that Hobao make. They're the strongest RCs that I have ever used. Ever. And I mean that as well. So let's show you those. The Hyper VS2. What a thing. Just honestly, this is the strongest thing I've ever used at a skate park. I mean, yes, I've bent it up and that, but it just takes it and loves it. You can send this off a ramp so many times before you'll have to spend any money on it. The body shell has got a little crack at the back. It mounts on there on like a hook, and then there's a pinion on the front. Again, love the colours. This thing is so good. I have cracked the little shock top there. She's just nothing, it's still holding on for its life. I have actually stretched that one at the back there. I don't know if we're getting that, but yeah, camera's not focusing at all there, but it's actually stretched it but not snapped it. The chassis is bent. Are we even getting that? I'll just straighten that back out, and the front shock tower is bent. I'll just straighten that back out. Other than that, this buggy, and it's a car then, this buggy just keeps going and going and going, and so does the next thing that I'm going to show you. Oh, we've bent the front dog bone drive shaft in there. Again, I'll just straighten that out. This will drive as it is. We've got Torx, Co-Rally, ESC and motor in there, so it will take 6S. It's fairly quick. Quite a small pinion now. I think it's about a 22th pinion in there. If you up the pinion, it's like a 26 or something like that. This thing will fly. But honestly, the best RC buggy, personally, I have ever used. The VS2. It's getting awfully dark. I think it's going to rain again. But check out the strongest truck ever video. You will find it. It'll be somewhere up at the top. The Hyper MTX. This truck, I have put this through so much stress. And you just can't break the thing, honestly. I drove it through a pile of bricks. Have you seen that? I sent it off ramps. I bad landed it on purpose. The thing just took it and took it and took it. The shell has suffered. Oh, the lighting's getting quite bad now. The camera's struggling a bit. Yes, the shell did suffer. I'm not too keen on these battery packs, these saddle packs, but it is what it is. This thing it's just crackers. Big fat wheelie bar on there, look at that. The chassis is like a cradle, it goes underneath as well. Thick aluminium. Absolutely nuts. Running 6S at the moment. The camera's not liking this lighting, but thank God we have finished this video. All the shock towers, everything just so chunky, the shocks. I've bent, look at these, they're proper bananaed. Both of them on the fronts, but they have not snapped. Bumper on there, chunky, big chunky tyres. The size of this truck is just crazy, honestly. You really are not getting it in this on this video. It is massive. You could easily A-test one of these. But the best, this is definitely the best ever RC truck for durability. I promise you. I won't make it up. And that's why I just love Hobao. Is it 100 amp in there again? 150. Of course it is, yeah, because it takes 6S and 100 amps 4S, and then yeah. But anyway, what a thing. Camera's now struggling. You've got a bit of a gearbox down there in the centre. And check out the video and tell me I'm wrong. But anyway, that's me, over and out. I'm going to get this video edited. Hit like and subscribe if you already haven't. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. But trust me, the strongest thing ever. Prove me wrong. If you own one of these, you'll know. And that's it. That's my Hobao collection. I'm tootling off now. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.